We have a question from the Singles Connection that says, what are the best biblical references toward having godly relationships with your boyfriend or girlfriend? I think first of all it's very important to understand the difference between love and lust. Love is a commitment to meet someone else's needs, whereas love is trying to manipulate somebody to get your own desires accomplished. One of the verses that teaches us about this is Romans chapter 12, verses 9 and 10. In Romans 12:9, the Bible says, let love be without dissimulation. That word means let love be sincere, not faked. It also says, abhor that which is evil. That's talking about we should not want to do anything sinful or that would be contrary to the laws of God. It also says that we should cleave to that which is good. Dating should always have high moral standards in our relationships. Verse 10 says, be kindly affectioned one to another with brotherly love, in honor, preferring one another. We should always think what would be best for the other person, not for ourselves. Another good verse is 1 Thessalonians chapter 4, verses 3 through 7. Verse 3 says, for this is the will of God, even your sanctification, that you should abstain from fornication. That's talking about sexual sins. You should not do anything that would violate God's laws of purity. In verse 4 it says that every one of you should know how to possess his vessel in sanctification and honor, not in the lust of concupiscence. That's a big word. It just simply means lustful desires. We shouldn't be controlled by lustful desires. And it goes on and says that no man go beyond, and that means don't go too far. We should set limits. We should be very careful to set limits about our dating relationship, about the time spent together, and about the things done in the date. And not to defraud his brother. That word defraud means not to mislead, or not to give them the wrong impression that you might be thinking, leading them to think that you would consider them for marriage when you're not considering them for marriage, or trying to get them to do things just for the sake of your own lust. Don't mislead them. And in 2 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 14, we see another great verse that has to do with dating, and that says, be not unequally yoked together with unbelievers. Here the young person is reminded not to get in a relationship with somebody who has a different faith than them. It's very important that we don't date somebody that we wouldn't consider marrying a person we'd marry one day. And so these are some good verses that talk about the dating relationship.